Good afternoon, I'm Jeff Strang, editor and chief boat tester for Trader Boat magazine, and we are aboard the Johnson 65 on the Gold Coast. This boat is unique to Australia with its twin ZF pod drives, never been done down here before, possibly never been done on a boat like this in the world. And we just took it for a spin out on the seaway, and I have to say I was fairly impressed. Let's go for a stroll through the boat. On the bridge with Captain Roger Cooper, who is Technical and Quality Assurance Manager for Johnson Motoryachts Australia. Roger, I'm familiar with the Ray Marine equipment. It's great gear, used it before. It's pretty much as good as you can buy. The CAT systems are fantastic, but there's some stuff here I haven't seen before. Obviously the ZF pod system is new to me. Do you want to just walk us through a couple of things? I know you've got the joystick there. What do you like about the ZF pod system?
Yeah, sure thing, Jeff. It's the new ZF 4000 series. Basically, the idea is if we turn the knob here, the boat will spin on its own self.
Yeah.
Or if we push it in the direction we want the boat to go, it will go there. So the other big advantage of it is that it's no rudders or anything like that. So it's very, how do you say it?
Very intuitive to drive, would you
Yeah.
say? And a boat of this size, you would often have crewed. This is the kind of boat that, from what I can see, would be something that that most guys with a bit of boating experience would probably have control within a couple of days. Tell me about the Humphrey system.
Yeah, we've got the Humphrey system over here. It's basically a trim tab system, not like the old style of trim tabs where tabs were stuck on the back. This is basically just a knife that drops out of a unit and basically pushes the stern of the boat up as it comes out, and it creates the trim tab effect, and it's very efficient, and it actually creates a very good ride because this one's automatic in so much that as we speed up, more trim tab comes out and she just rides off it very nicely.
It was pretty impressive out on the out off the Gold Coast there.
Yeah.
The conditions weren't terrible, but they were lumpy enough, and we were travelling at a pace. It was a comfortable ride. How do they relate to the digital stabilisers, Roger? I mean, you might not be able to get that in the shop, but got a little AbTrack digital stabiliser system here. Another unit I'm not very familiar with.
Yeah, American bow thruster build this track stabilisers. The technology is basically hydraulic off the engines, and then fins on the side of the boat, which are sensed from the same sort of technology as what's in a guided missile. And so as she's steaming along, water past the blades, and they pick up motion and counteract the motion to make a very flat ride.
Yeah, I'm loving it. In the C-zone, head unit on the dash. We can talk more about that later, but it's technology that's really starting to dominate, particularly this luxury end of the market. Here we are where the secret men's business happens. ZF pod drive here coupled to the back of the C18 1035 horsepower Caterpillar engines. Unique to Australia, only 65 foot boat, possibly in the world with this size pod drive in it. I think what they're saying 1,000 horsepower aside. I think the ZF 4000 is what they're called. Plenty of good servicing room down here as well, and beautifully set up, perfectly clean as it should be. It's a showroom boat, but it looks to me like years of relatively trouble-free motoring down here. Very nice. Here we are in the saloon, or lounge, or living area, whatever you want to call it. Just gorgeous, 9-seater, 7 seats through there, another 2 on here. Just beautiful acoustics, lovely atmosphere, nicely lit. Moves through to a just huge galley, completely oversized galley, well situated for entertaining guests right through the boat really. In this cupboard, a bit hard for you to see, We've got just an incredible entertainment system, the Kaleidoscope entertainment system, which is quite special. Behind you there's a self-closing automatic door. It's quite special. It's you're just on a boat with a bit more class. And over here there's a dining table, which I forgot to mention, right next to the galley. Yeah, how good is this? Those of you that know me will be aware that I quite like my coffee, and I love this. There is a coffee machine in here, driven off a remote control to pop it up. Fantastic. Here it comes. Cappuccino, anybody? The master cabin fit for a king. One of the advantages of pod drive boats is they allow for full width master cabins, and this is about as big as I've seen. It's quite frankly huge. Beautiful bed. Again, much like the saloon, just a beautiful atmosphere. It lays the day away here if it was a bit rainy and horrible. Otherwise, yeah, just a pleasant place to be. Big solid portholes, great lighting, tons of storage, just beautiful all around. And it goes back into a first class ensuite, and behind the wall there, behind the bulkhead. I love it. I'd love to spend a night in here. Might have to talk nicely to the boss. Personally, I think if you're going to own a boat like this, it's best to leave work at home. But if you must bring it with you, the Johnson 65 is fully set up to have an office afloat. Satellite internet connectivity, chuck a printer in the corner, your laptop's already here, work's coming to you anywhere you are. I'd like to introduce you to Chris Kelly, Business Relations Manager for Johnson Motoryachts Australia. Chris, we feel grateful that we've had a chance to take this boat for a ride and soak up a bit of the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Chris, tell me what separates this boat from others for you? What makes this boat unique in your mind?
I think it's just the entertaining factor. It's set kind of your whole living area.
That's beautiful.
Space, yeah.
It's really comfortable.
Very comfortable.
I know there's a lot of detail in the entertainment system, and that's something that we'll also try and cover off. It's quite special. Who do you think's a good target audience? Who would you really see making this Johnson 65 their home?
Kind of your mid-40s type family group even.
Yep.
It's been kind of designed around that.
Yeah. Someone who's owned a couple of boats, is
People
confident.
who've owned, second or third boat.
Yeah, know what they want from a boat too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of detail in here that's plenty of customization. You were telling me that you use Roger as a professional captain to give a bit of training to new Johnson owners.
Yes.
I think that's pretty special.
Mm-hmm.
Roger, I'm sure you enjoy that.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. From my side, it's really nice to work with a brand new product with the latest technology and be able to bring it to the market and actually educate people in the correct ways to use everything, and so that they can go off and have trouble-free boating for many years. And I think that's the whole goal really, is we're trying to make a usable boat for a family who like to get out and enjoy the outdoors and the lifestyle and so on. You know, the boat is set up for the diving, for the fishing, and for the entertaining, obviously. And yeah, I think I agree with
That's
this.
the lifestyle, that's for sure.
A great bit of kit.
Yeah, great. So that was the Johnson 65. Twin C18 Caterpillars, 1,000 horsepower a side, driving twin ZF pods. Only 65-foot boat in Australia with those on board, possibly even the world. Drove fantastically through the seaway in some reasonably unpleasant conditions. Looked great on camera, as you saw. Fantastically finished. Loads and loads of space. We really liked it. I'm confident you will too. Have a look for online. Johnson 65, very, very good boat.